little bit of common courtesy going on. This is a mentor text of what you will be expected to produce, basically. Mr. Peters is setting the bar, okay? So, cell phones off, conversations done.
Please.
Are you ready? Yeah.
Sorry I'm late. I hit snooze too many times this morning. Yeah, we don't want to go there. I go ahead and play it. Okay, so I'm sure at some point you guys like music, right? Who doesn't like music? I'm sure you've all called a radio station and said, hey, I want to hear my favorite song. I want to hear the new Drake tune. I want to hear the new Taylor Swift song. Maybe Cedar or Katy Perry or, maybe something else. We all like music. We've all called the DJ, dialed the number up, called, requested the song, and we sat around and we waited. When's he going to play our song? When is he going to play our song? We waited patiently. I'm here to tell you, radio doesn't take your requests. Radio doesn't care about you. I know. All those hours you wasted. Let's get down to the bottom line. Radio is a business. It's all about making money. I mean, you guys are here. You want to make money someday. They sell their airtime to advertisers. So they want as many people to listen as humanly possible for as long as possible. Now, advertisers are picky. They don't want to sell cars to little kids. And they don't want to sell computers to little old ladies who are using whiteout on the computer screen. I don't know why you would ever do that, but hey, maybe that's your grandmother. I'm sorry. All right, let's talk about radio. Here's some radio stations here in Denver. You got 103.5 The Fox, and you've got Cool 105. What kind of demo do you think these stations attract? Old people, exactly. A bunch of old fogies. They're like, yes, I love these stations. All right, they're not quite that old, but classic rock and oldies attracts an older demo. Now let's take a couple other hipper stations, I guess you could say. Anybody here listen to 106.7 KBPI or 93.3?
Yeah.
All right, there's a couple of stations. What kind of demo do you think they attract? All right, you guys, absolutely. Actually, rock stations are male-leaning stations. They tend to target male listeners, I know. Some of the ladies are like, what? 18 to 34 is their demo. All right, what about KS175? What kind of demo do you think they attract? It's a female-oriented radio station. Yes, I know. Shocker. They target females 18 to 35. What about KYGO? Here's a tricky one. Male or female?
Female.
Definitely female, yes, you're right. Country is a female-oriented format. Now that's not to say that, other people in their target demo don't listen to this radio station. I mean, I may or may not like Britney Spears' new song, Forever. I mean, you may or may not find it on my iPod. I'm not going to admit to anything. Not typically a song that would target somebody like me, but, it's kind of a catchy tune at the same time. So you have to ask yourself, how does radio know what music they need to play in order to attract the demo they want for advertisers? Well, hi Brittany. She must really like me. Oh, did it freeze? You guys are okay with just staring at Brittany, right? I actually had to search for a less provocative picture. If you Google Britney Spears, it's basically all hanging out. My girlfriend's like, what are you looking at, Brittany? Oh, it froze. Okay. You want to try booting on my laptop? Sure. Hi, my name is Greg and I'm a PC. Hey, there we go.
What about Brian Banning?
Do it. Do it.
No Brian? Alex Nelson. Well, I'm just making sure they're not here. Sam Vestal. Nope. Sam Bozeman. Good?
I think so. Where you at, Sam Bozeman? You're missing Britney Spears. There we go. Alright, so I like Britney Spears, whatever. Alright, so here's the deal. Radio stations actually do a lot of research in the music they play. They do things called auditorium tests, they do call-out research, they do focus groups. They want to find out what music tests the absolute best. So for instance, KS175, they want to know whether you like the songs they play, you hate the songs they play, you want to hear them more. So they're going to bring you in, and they're going to play you clips of songs, and you're going to rate the music. You're going to tell them how much you like it, or how much you absolutely hate the music. And believe it or not, they take this data, and that decides how much they play songs. Songs, for instance, like, what's that new, LMFAO? Sexy. Yeah, those guys. Catch the song. It's the best part of the song. Actually, I had to bleep my own photo. You may know what that says under there. Anyways, this data says that people like you want to hear that song all the time. Are you sick of hearing that song yet? Yes, me too. Now here's the problem with radio. You have people that listen for 5 minutes in their car driving to work, and you have people that listen all day at work. Both people want to hear their favorite song. If that's LMFAO, Sexy and I Know It, you're trying to make everybody happy. But the bottom line is it's impossible to do so. You're always going to have that one grumpy, unhappy face in there who's like, I hate this song. Why do they keep playing this song? That's why they keep playing this song. Yes, there you go. Well, Justin Bieber, this guy's a little too excited for me. That's it. You like that? Yeah. Well, that's it. Let's say you call the radio station, you're like, oh, I want to hear Justin Bieber, Baby. Doesn't mean radio's going to play it, because the bottom line is, if you want to hear Justin Bieber, and the other 99% of the people in this auditorium hate Justin Bieber, they're going to tune out. So that's why radio does all this research. They look into the songs and go, well, Justin Bieber is only going to make 1% of our audience happy. So they take and they strip the music down, they take the top 100 testing songs, and that's all they play. That's all that's in the library at KS175. They have 100 songs that they spin over and over and over again. And the bottom line is, how do I know this? Because I've spent 10 years lying to you, saying, yes, I'll take your request and I'll play your song. But no, I won't. Instead, I'm going to propose to Carrie Underwood. She said no. That's it. That was, yeah! So that's how radio works, in a nutshell, sort of. So you guys are doing Ignite presentations, I guess? Yes. You guys have any questions? Anything I can answer? I mean, obviously, you've got to be ready to wing it in case stuff goes wrong.